Hi guys, welcome back to my channel GillBudgets. If you're new here, my name is Gillian. I'm a UK cash stuffer, family of 3 based on the central belt of Scotland. How are we all doing? It's been a hot minute. I hope you are ready for this one. I am playing catch up. I went on holiday to Portugal a couple of weeks ago and I got back last Saturday night. I didn't film a video when I got back last week because I was so tired, and yeah, so we are doing a double stuffing this week for week 1 and 2 of June, and we've also got some additional money as well that I'm also going to stuff. Now last week I did take my food shop and my household money out to do obviously a food shop on Sunday morning, and I had some holiday money left over, so we actually did like a bit of a cupboard restock as well, so we used some of the holiday money as well, but we do still have some of that left, so that's going to get stuffed as well as this week as well. So if that's something you're interested in, then stick around and we'll just get started. So the purse is a little bit because I haven't stuffed some and I have stuffed other bits, but we'll just go through it. So this money here is actually left over from 2 or 3 weeks ago. This is my personal money, so there's £3 left in there. And as I said, we used some of the food shop money for the food shop last week, so we do have a little tiny bit of money left, and we've also got a wrapper in there. Where does that come from? So we've got £3 and just a wee teeny tiny bit of change, but that's okay. So as I said, nothing left in food shop, nothing left in households. Petrol is going to stay in there for this week. I did actually get my car sorted this week, so I took annual leave on Wednesday to drive it all the way up to Stirling to a branded dealer garage to get it sorted, and that cost me £95 to get the car problem sorted. So fingers crossed that's it all done and we're back up to having 2 cars again, which is fantastic because yeah, I've been an absolute nightmare the last couple of weeks without it. So I did top the car up before, but we're going to leave this £10 in here and we're only going to stuff a little bit for this week going forth. So I have updated my car maintenance tracker in my binder and taken the £100 out of there. Nothing left in beauty, nothing left in personal, £5 left in beauty, nothing in emergency. I haven't stuffed Priscilla yet. I have stuffed Millie's £20, but I did obviously buy her stuff at the weekend, and that's all that. So that's the purse unstuffed. I'm feeling all out of sorts. It feels like I've genuinely not done this in forever. So we'll get rid of my money first. So the £5 that was left in beauty can go back into here. So there's now 25 in beauty. And I did get my holiday nails, so they're like a kind of, I don't know if I showed you that before or not, but they're like a kind of chrome. Love it. And the £3 that's left is just going to go into the pound challenge from Cash Buckets. But yeah, we had a really lovely holiday, but my god, the the flights with an 18-month-old is stressful. Honestly, I was tearing my hair out. One, because Millie was knackered, and then 2, the seats are so small, so we can't get extra leg room because we have Millie and she's got to sit in my knee because she's under 2. And then David and I are both quite tall, but David particularly is quite tall. He couldn't even get his knees like in the seat, so he's sitting like that. I'm sitting like that. Millie's on me, you know, for a 3-hour flight. Just absolutely shocking. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't do it again. But yeah, that's that. So the £3 that's left over from the communal binder, we are going to just pop that into, look at the state of that, vitamin C. We're really going to need to change some of these coins up. But £3 is going into here. I'm not even going to count how much is in there because it's so bad. And then we will do our penny challenge as well. So yeah, I've been trying to catch up on all your videos. I've mentioned before that I use David's YouTube channel because he pays for premium and I don't. So I don't really comment or anything on the videos, but I am in the background lurking around and watching these. So 35, 6, 7, 8. So 38 pence. There we are. And I am going to try and condense that maybe in the next couple of weeks and see if we can knock off some more of them. There we go. Right then, on to the good stuff because it is a biggie, so strap in. I am getting out weeks 1 and 2 and I have £85 here that's left over from holiday. So 20, 40, 60, 70, right. So what I'll do is I'll just put it all together and then I'll count it all because, as I said, it's all split. I do have an amount that I think it should tally up to, but it never normally works out that way, does it? But we'll just give it a wee sort and a wee check. Okay, so if I'm right, we should be working with weeks 1's 505, week 2 is 395. I have my leftover holiday money of 85 and I also cashed out my vintage at the end of May, so I managed to get £93 and something. So I've taken the £90 out of that, which is amazing. So I should be working with £1,075. So let's just see here. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 80, 98, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 99, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 98, 1000, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 1075. Yeah, it feels good to be back cash stuffing again. Worked out the new budget for the month, obviously, when I got back. And yeah, let's just get into it. So we're going to start off with the purse. So we are doing £80 for food shop. I have decided to amend this next month. Going forward, I'm going to up it to 90, just because I am going to start a roll and match again for the second time, and I just feel like when it gives me that £10, I need to put in £70. Is quite tight for a food shop, so I'm going to up it to 90, and if I need to put 10 in, then I've still got 80. So we'll see how we get on with that. Right, so round 2, we've got red, green, green. So this challenge here is from Eva at the Rockin' Witch. I absolutely love it. I hope you all missed this squeaky chair because it's back with a vengeance apparently. I'll try and shimmy on. Right, so red, green, green. And £10 going in to start rolling match for the second time. This goes towards Christmas, so it should be finished in time for when I need it this year. Oh, look at the state of that. There we go. Oh, I've just totally forgot. I was meant to get David to throw his darts. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, right. We might need to leave that till next week. Or I might need to just throw them myself. Right, so food shop's getting 70. Household is getting 15. There we go. So petrol is only going to get 10 because I normally just do 20 in it. There's £10 left in there. Personal is going to get £30. So I do have 2 weeks worth of money, but I'm going to put another 30 into my binder. Beauty is going to get 40, and that's for the month. Just going to do that. Emergency is going to get 5. And Priscilla is going to get £40 for the month. So we put Priscilla into a casserie whilst we're away, and when we've got her back, oh my gosh, the noise, she is meowing constantly. Constantly. If she's not sleeping, which she is right now, she's running around the house chasing me and meowing, screaming if I go out of her line of sight. Right, into my binder then for my personal money. We're doing Blooming Budget from Save with Sophie. Right then, let's give this a little go. So we've got purple, which is 5. And we've got pink, which is 10. So it's 15 going in. There we are. So, do I have a 5? No. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I want to just swap this over for beauty, because I can change that out. I don't actually need to contact my nail girl because I booked in my next appointment and then didn't put it on my phone. Now I can't remember. So that's good. Right, so £15 going into Blooming Budget, and that now has 20, 40, 60, 75, 76. Look how quickly that adds up. It is insane. There we are. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is, so I'm also putting 30 in here as well. Just swap that for 10 actually. So I'm going to put £10 into Time with Friends. So that's now got 170. My friend is back from Dubai next month. And we've got a couple of nights out, so I want to try and get that bulked up. I'm also going to put £20 into clothing. I'm in desperate need of some basics, just t-shirts and things. And I'm going to put £5 into work as well. There we go, and I'm just going to swap that for a 10. So that gives me £10 for the week. For personal money. There we are. So that is the purse done then for the week ahead. I'm going to need to use some money to, some of my personal money to get David a Father's Day card. His birthday is also coming up this week as well. So I've ordered his present online, and I ordered his Father's Day present, and I'm filming this on Friday. I ordered it on Monday and it's still not here, and Father's Day's on Sunday. So yeah, I'm kind of peering out the window waiting for the delivery to come, but if it doesn't, oh, it's just going to get a card, which is really annoying. Right, so David's money then. Will I just throw the darts for him? I'm just going to need to. Right, let's see here. Chat amongst yourselves here. I'm just going to throw some darts. Luckily it's in this room. Right, here we go. So I've hit triple 14, which is 28. And then we've got 2, which we haven't done either, which is good. And 7, so what's that? 28, 20, 37. £37. I'm sure you'll thank me for that. Okay, so we have 28, we have hit 7, and then we hit 2 as well. So £37 going in here. David normally gets £80, so oh, squeaky chair, squeaky chair. Right, brilliant. So there's £3 in there. So take that out. And stick the 40 in. Okay, so in here now we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So £290. He's doing really, really well with this challenge actually. There we are. And then I'm also going to put, I'm sure he said it was 30, so I'm going to put £10 into here, and that pays for his app subscription for the darts. I swap these two 5s for a 10. It's all mumbo jumbo here. It's all fine. Okay, so £30 is going into this wallet and £3 goes in for his coins. And then we're also going to pop £20 into his social. So that's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I am trying to get him to start saving some of these, but you know, men, they just spend. Well, David does anyway, he just spends galore. Right then, on to Millie Moo. So, clothing is getting £20. Essentials is going to get 25. So there's 20 in there already. So that leaves 45. Childcare is going to get 10. So we have David's mum and dad primarily looking after Millie, but this is just as a just in case, or if we decide that we want to put it in for a day or whatever, there's like, we've already got money building up there. And then clubs is going to get 5. So we'll take the 5 out and put 10 in. There we go. So that is Millie all done. I've done mine. So next up then we are going to go into our occasions binder. Right then, Father's Day, £50 in there. I've actually spent over his limit of £15. So I'm taking some of that out of his birthday money, and because they're literally days apart, so yeah, I've done that and worked it out that way. And David still has to get his dad something. Right then, so we are going to anniversary. An anniversary is getting £20, which completes this tracker. 10, 15 and 20. So our anniversary is in August this year, but we are going to New York in September, so this is just for a little takeaway or something like that. And then we will properly celebrate, because we're 5 years this year, so we'll properly celebrate when we're in New York, and we'll get a nice fancy date night whilst we're there. So that's that, fully funded officially. I need a wee fully funded one actually. I don't think I've got one. Bear with. No, I don't. I've actually ran out of fully funded, but I should be really, really happy about it. Anyway, so anniversary is fully funded then. Right, into my mum then, she is getting £30, so 20 and 30. So she's now got £90 in her binder. And then we're skipping to Millie. And Millie is getting £20. So each of these mermaids is worth 20. So there we go. So she's now got 100 in the bank, 20 and 40. So Millie's birthday is in November, so we're making pretty good headway with this one. I wanted to start it quite early on so that I wasn't stressing myself out when it came to her birthday. And we're saving £200 for her. And then we're skipping all the way to gifts. And gifts is getting £50 this month. One of David's friends has just had a little baby. And then whilst we were away, we found out his brother is engaged. So we need to get a couple of cards, a couple of prezzies. So £50 in there. And that is our occasions binder done. Right, where do we go next then? We can do our debt binder. So this month our debt binder is getting £100. So let's do, look at the state of that. So let's do 30, 60, 90, 100. So 3 30s. And a 10. So we put this 10 in here. There we go. And we'll just find some 30s. So I was actually having a little think about our debt. So David's just done a balance transfer a couple of weeks ago. So what we were doing was like the snowball method, where we were concentrating on my credit card to get that paid off in full, and then we would just obviously blast David's. But what I think I'm actually going to do is, because he gets, I think, 20 months 0% on his credit card. So I think once I've done this, I'm going to pay £1,000 towards his credit card, because when we do a balance transfer, there's obviously a transfer fee, and the higher obviously that your balance is, the more your transfer fee is going to be. So I think it makes sense to keep doing the payments that I do on my credit card. So I think my minimum payment is about £40. I'm paying £150 onto my card, and then I put £100 away into here, and David pays more than his minimum payment on his credit card as well. So I think I'm just going to continue to pay the £150 on my credit card. And if I've worked it out right, my credit card should be cleared by April, May next year. If not sooner, obviously. Whilst I was hoping to pay it off at the end of this year, financially it makes sense to put this money towards David's credit card and try and bring his balance down, whilst we're also paying additional payments to it as well. If that makes sense, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to hear a door. No, it's not mine. Oh, I'm absolutely desperate for this package to come. It's actually, I'll tell you what it is, because he won't watch this up to this part of the video. Me and him have been binge watching Clarkson's Farm, and I've ordered him the Hoxton beer bottles and the tumbler and like a bottle opener and the crisps. Oh wait, that is hang on. Absolutely fuming. That was my door there, and it was a delivery driver for my neighbour, not for me. It's so annoying. Anyway, so yeah, I've ordered him the beer bottles, the tumbler, the beer opener, bottle opener, and I've ordered them the crisps as well. So I'm waiting on that coming, which is super exciting. But I've heard the box is branded, so yeah, I want obviously it to come whilst it's just me here. Right, when am I out? Right, so let's do side hustle. And what I think I'm going to do is denominations of 15s, because I haven't started these yet. So we need 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 and 90. So we're doing 6 of these today. Yeah, it's vintage. Coming in handy here. So let's do, I'm running out of 10s here. Right then. So this is from Charlotte's Budget Co. Absolutely stunning. Don't even think the camera does it justice as to how pretty it is, but I absolutely love it. This is for £1,000, and my challenge this year is just to see how far I can get to £1,000 in terms of side hustle. So this will be things like Vinted, Facebook Marketplace. If I get any referrals from MONZO, from my link, where we both get money, I'll put the money into here as well. I use DOUGHNUT, which is a cashback app if you buy vouchers, does things like Tesco. And my YouTube money as well, so that goes in there too. So I didn't meet the threshold last month, but I did meet it this month for both of them, so I'm waiting on both months. So I'm waiting on that coming in, which is exciting. So that will be going in here as well. And yeah, just anything I could do to earn a wee extra something, just to give myself a challenge of how far I'll get. Did I mark the 15s off there? No, I didn't. So another £90 going in, which is super exciting. So the £3 that was left over works out nicely because my YouTube pay, I am expecting to get just over £107 and some pennies. And then the £3 will go towards that, and I can take out 110, which will be coming soon. Right then. So pop the 15s in there. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is how we're looking. And I'll just give it a little count as well, why not? Because who doesn't love counting money? So in here, we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 240, 270, 300, 330, 340, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, £495. Oh my god. That's amazing, just an extra income. What's that? Why is it not going down? No, it's slightly higher. Okay. So amazing, that's us into June. We're almost halfway, so I think I'm doing pretty on track, which is exciting. And that is my side hustle done. Right then, I hope I'm not boring you at this point. I know it's very, very long. Oh, that's right. Oh. Look at that. David obviously has been the last to use this year. Let's just swap them out. These will chuck it in this one because yeah, I'm going to need to sort that. I'll do that shortly. And I'll mark this 50p off the challenge. Right, so let's take a look here. So we've got £20 left over. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to put £10 into here. Orange. This one. So 5 and 10, and this is for pumpkin patch picking. It's not even the same colour. Pumpkin patch, like pumpkin picking in October, just so that again I'm not stung. So I'm just saving little and often for this off the back of any money that's been left over. So there's £35 in there now, and it saves a total of 80. Another van. So we'll leave the £10 in here, but we're going to also put £50 in, so we'll just change that to 60, and that's for this month. That's family fun. And we're not stuffing date night this month because we're just back from holiday. We had a lovely date night on the marina in Portugal, which was amazing. We're not doing batch cook this week or health, but we are doing Cassidy. So I can take this out now. What did I need that for? Anniversary. There we go, fully funded anniversary. Right, I can take that out now because I paid the category fees for when we were at Portugal there. That was £260. Right, so category this week is getting £20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. This tracker is from Kimberley Budgets, but sadly her shop has been closed now for quite a while, so you probably need to see if anybody else has bought this and selling if you wanted it. So that's 140 in Cassidy now. This is saving for it when we go to New York. Right, petrol's actually also going to get something as well. So petrol's getting £20. So we're going to do 255, 250, 10, 250, 15, 250 and 20. There we go. So there's £30 in petrol buffer now. good. So that's everything in this binder. Right, I'm going to knock off this 50p here just before I forget. I don't know if you can hear, there's so many like doors slamming round about outside. 50p in there. Right, next up then we are going to go to holiday and we're going to caravan. And caravan is getting £50. So what I'm going to do is take the 60 and put the 10 back. So there's now 110 in there, but again, I've done these in increments of 25, so I can only colour in another 2. So 25 and 50. And this is for a trip to St Andrews next year, but we do have to pay the caravan by December. So there's 110 in there now. I'm looking to save about £400 for the caravan because, like everything else, every year that we go to book it, it goes up in price. So that's everything in our holiday binder. And then we're going to go into our annuals, which is our pretty boring one, but the one that we absolutely need to concentrate on. So garden bin then is getting £5, but we're going to take this out, put 20 in. Okay, boiler service is fine at the moment. Car service is fully funded for both the cars this year, but we are making it a start on next year's ones. So I've done this tracker. Each of these are £20 except for the bottom ones, which are 30, and it'll save me a total of £450, which is what I've got saved at the moment. So we're putting in £20 this week. I'm just going to do a little tick there. And as I said, this is for next year's that we're starting off with 20. That's the thing with cars, it's just constant. That's what annoys me actually. So we're doing car maintenance, but this is what annoys me. I had to take my placeholder out and I was like, I had £310 in there and I'm thinking, oh, I'm so close to the 400, and then something happens, have to take the money out and you're back to kind of like nothing again. So, oh, it's just annoying. Right, so we're putting £20 into here now, but I haven't wiped this off. What's the point? So we're just going to play catch up, but we've got 200 in the bank and then 20, 40, 50. So 250 in car maintenance. Don't know why I'm wafting that. Right, so there we are. So 250 in car maintenance, and we're just going to try again and aim for this £400 buffer so we can start again. We're not doing car insurance this week. I have actually decided to take a little bit of a back seat on car insurance. Again, working through the budget, working through the bills. My goal was to get the car insurances paid off in a lump sum so that we can cut down our direct debits, when actually, following on from the stuff that I can pay up front, the most expensive direct debit thereafter is actually David's season ticket. So my goal now is to focus on the season ticket and have that ready for April next year of about £450, £500, so that we can then pay a lump sum off for that, and then we'll be saving nearly £50 a month on that direct debit, and then after that we can focus on car insurance. So I'm going to still try and pay into this every month. It's just not going to be my sole focus at the moment. Season ticket is probably going to be now. So saying that, we're starting that off with £20. And I think I worked it out that I need to pay about £45 a month into this wallet to then reach my goal. But we'll just see how we get on. Emergency then is going to get £5. Now technically that's the £5 that was left over from, what pen have I used to do this one? I don't think it is, maybe. That's the £5 that was left over from what should have been emergency last week, but I didn't put it in the purse. So there we are. So we've got £115 in emergency. Next up then is Priscilla. So we're going to kick off her little emergency fund again now. With purple, maybe. I don't really have that many thin pens, is the problem. Maybe we'll do green. Yeah. So Priscilla is getting £15 this month. So 10, 5, 10, 15. it go. And we can just start building this one back up again as well now. Because again, like that, every time that you think you're getting somewhere, something happens and you need the money. And then the only other thing that's getting stuffed is our house fund. So this is for if and when we do move. I want to make sure that we're not strangling ourselves and getting ourselves in more debt. So this is me just trying to kind of fund this when we can, but we're not really entirely sure when we're hoping to move. The goalpost keeps changing. So we'll just keep going and see what we can do. So 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So we've got 20, 40 and 50 pounds. So in here now we've got 1,500 in the bank, and then 20, 40, 50, 60. 1,560 pounds into our house move. Okie dokie. And then it's just on to the challenges. So we should have £60, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Awesome. So into this binder again here. So what we're going to do then is 2 rolls on the 52-week challenge, because obviously I missed last week's. Ooh. So first roll is £2, that's for week 41. And the second roll is a £5 for week 2. So we've got £7 going in. Don't have any change. This is when this comes in a little bit handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So 5, 6, 7 going into here. So we're not too far away now. So we've got 200 in the bank and then 10, 15, 23. So 223 on 42 spins. Should we see what's averaging at? £5.30 spin. Not bad. Right then. So 25 and 2025. We are doing 2 weeks in June at £5 each. So £10 going in here. There we go. Same with our Saver Friday Saver. So 5 and 10. I'm actually one behind on that. This is my week 2. Because I didn't... Oh. Right, let's just put this in as well. So we'll just do £15 into here. Oh. So 15 into here. And then we're going to do our spring challenge, which is getting £20. I must have another orange. Where's it? This one. So £20 in for this week. 10, 15 and 20. There we go. Okie dokie. And then that's just the leftover money that was from the 52 week spin. So let's just get rid of that as well. 8. Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Actually, what's this one? So I've got scissors, which is 5. £3 left. Let's just stick it in here. I fear this video is dragging on. It's been so long, but I love being back cash stuffing. It's so good. Right, so let's find the £3. This one here. There we go. And we'll pop that in there. So that is 2 weeks worth of money. £1,000 been stuffed into the binder. Well, £1,075 been stuffed into the binders. So thanks very much, guys, for joining me on this video. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I promise I'll be posting more frequently now. But yeah, thanks everybody that's commented and wishing me a lovely holiday and things. I did thoroughly enjoy myself. Back manic, back at work now, but yeah, such is life. But yeah, I do appreciate you clicking on this video, and if you stick around to the end, I do really appreciate it. Leave a little purple love heart if you're still here, and I'll chat to you all very, very soon, guys. Take care and happy budgeting. Bye.